Hello guys, LinuxDaily back with another video. In today's video we'll be taking a look at Void Linux. This is a distribution that is not based off anything. This is its own kind of thing. It says right here, Void Linux is an independent distribution developed entirely by volunteers. Unlike trillions of other existing distros, Void is not a modification of an existing distribution. Void's package manager and built system have been written from scratch. Features Libre SSL instead of OpenSSL. It is a rolling release, kind of like Arch Linux, but it isn't built off Arch. And it has XBPS as its package manager instead of your common apt like in Ubuntu and Debian based systems, Pacman and Arch based, and Yum in Fedoras. We have Run It instead of like systemd or initd in older systems like that, initd. But yeah, there's his website if you couldn't tell, Void Linux. I'll leave the link in the description, but let's go take a look at it. Bring this down here and put this in a full screen here. Alright, so we're going to start by booting up the system. Don't know how long this is going to take. I'll click out of this. This is a VirtualBox, so I don't know how well that's going to work. I heard the install on this is really quick, so that's a good sign. I have picked a Cinnamon desktop environment instead of XFCE or some of the other ones. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's any install in plain sight. This is just like a live image. Someone said that on the website that it is in the terminal. I don't know how to get this out of here. Okay, there we go. Full screen that. Install. Alright, void installer, there we go. And we must run it as a root. Alright, void Linux, all one word, is the root password on the live installation. So we'll run void. I can't autocomplete it. Void installer. Alright, enter the void. Welcome to the Void Linux installation. A simple and minimal Linux distribution made from scratch and built from the source package tree available for XBPS. Alright, I'm going to click OK. Here is some of the settings for the keyboard, network, and all that. So select the keyboard. I have a English. Alright, this is not in any kind of order. Dang. I'm just gonna leave that at its default network. It's all in the it thinks it's an Ethernet thing on the live VirtualBox system host name. I'm just gonna name it LinuxDaily. Locale, and then of course it's not in any other order again. So I click E and then it brings me to the only E looking thing. It's not anything I'm into. So it looks like our locale is gonna be English. English Australia is close enough. Root password, very secure password. It makes us do that twice. User account, I'm going to name this LinuxDaily. And then login name, LinuxDaily. And a login password for LinuxDaily, except another very secure password. There we go. And then edit again. Alright, so this is neat. I'm going to have myself in a wheel group so I can do the sudo commands. That's the administrators group. If you're making a default account that you don't want administrator privileges, you do not want to select the wheel group. Audio, video, all that, I'm just going to leave alone. Bootloader, select disk to install the bootloader, and that's going to be devsda. Yes, I want a graphical user interface for the bootloader, file systems, and mount points. Okay, partition disks. CF disk will be executed in /dev/sda. I want a MS-DOS partition table, and it looks like we're gonna have to make our own partitioning. So I'm gonna do 1024 megabytes primary, and that's gonna be my swap. So type, and then I think it's 80 Linux swap Solaris. So that's going to be our swap, and then the rest of this is going to be our main partition where everything's going to be on. I'll click right. I already did that. And then I'll type in yes. And then it has altered the partition table with our 1 gigabyte Linux swap partition on SDA1, and an SDA2 is our 17.8 gigabyte just normal drive partition. And I have selected the tag bootable, so it will boot from that. And then, okay, keep that. I accidentally did that. Alright. /dev/sda1. I'm just going to make that ext4. I think that's right. I don't really know, but file system type. Oh shoot, okay, I understand what happened. This is going to be a Linux swap. And this is going to be our ext4. And the mount point is just going to be that. And yes. Change. Select the file system type for I said swap. Yes. And that. And then I want my mount point there. Yes. Done. Install. That took me a while, sorry about that. And then the following things will be executed, and that looks all good to me. So I'll click yes. And then it looks like it's going really quick. Look at that. One of the fastest installs I've seen. I'm just going to wait it out until it is complete. So Void Linux being completely built on its own, looks like the install was fairly straightforward, other than the part that I didn't really know what I was doing compared with the partition thing at the end there. It took me a little while, but I eventually did figure it out. So it is copying the live image to the root file system. It's already at almost 100%. Now it's building the init RAM FS. I hope I did everything right in this initial installation. I've never touched this distribution before. As I said in the beginning here, this is built off of not XFC. This is the Cinnamon DE. So looks really similar to anything that runs the Cinnamon. All right. Void Linux has installed successfully, and yes, I want to reboot. I hope it doesn't try to boot from the... Alright, here we go. Booting for the first time off the installation. Looks like I have done everything right in the install. And any day now, there we go. Running in software right now just because it's a VirtualBox. Here is our desktop environment. I don't know if it's gonna give the guest editions by automatically and full screen it, or if we're gonna be left with this little window. Now my mouse has frozen. There we go. It was probably just a VBox thing. So it has all the same kind of customizing as any other distribution that runs the Cinnamon DE. You have change your icon theme, change the top bar if you like that. You only have 2 options for that: show icons and menus, show icons on buttons, and then use a dark theme. My mouse froze again. For it looks like a make these inverted color, so it'll be a dark theme. That makes sense. Backgrounds. Looks like we have a good amount to choose from. I'm gonna go from this background. Looks kind of elegant for what we are doing. Effects. This is just all cinnamon things. So that's just in the DE. Let's see what we got installed by default for applications. All applications. Alright, I clicked the wrong thing there. All applications. We have Nemo. That's your file browser. It looks like, yep. This is your file explorer. That uses Nemo. That's under accessibility. Internet, we have Firefox as our browser. Terminal and users and groups. This is your settings. Doesn't look like we have a whole lot installed by default. Kind of plain and simple. It would have been nice if we had some sort of office suite, but I'm pretty sure we can install one pretty easily. I accidentally hit the mic again, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so XBPS. I'm gonna figure this out really quick, so I'm gonna go look in the man page. Not xprop. XB. I'm not quite sure how to use this package manager. See if I can't tab autocomplete for some reason. Alright, I'm not quite sure. So it looks like your command to install just xbps install as shown right here. So I'm not quite sure what's all in the repositories. Yeah, I don't really know. You might have to set that up. But this is your Void Linux with the Cinnamon desktop environment. Just kind of a quick and easy overview of what we all got going on. Plain and simple distribution, not a whole lot pre-installed. I am really not quite sure how to install applications with it. So, yep, XBPS is your install. kind of straightforward. Your package manager, built from the ground up, not really built on anything. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, it's kind of quick and simple. Not a whole lot going on, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Please catch me in the next one.